Good morning, folks. We are here in Petersburg, West Virginia at the Homestead Inn, which has sort of become our go-to home base for these West Virginia adventures. Sorry, the sun's very bright. Good grief. Just came out of the dark bottom level of the hotel here. But yeah, anyway, we're back up here in West Virginia. We are heading this way. Right up there is the Roaring Plains. And that's where Sarah and I are headed today. I've been looking forward to this loop for a long time. It's supposed to be one of the most remote, rugged loops in central Appalachia here. Very rugged. It's right south of Dolly Sods. It's the neighbor to Dolly Sods, but it's much less developed. There's less trails, no trail markers. A lot of the trails, in fact, aren't actually like Forest Service acknowledged. They're more like social trails that have just happened over time. But anyway, we're heading up there. I did a small piece of it on the Bear Rocks to Seneca Rocks hike last year, and I've been thirsting for more. But it is supposed to be beautiful. It's June, but right now, as I stand outside the hotel, it's probably about 65 degrees. And up there at Roaring Plains, it's going to be, I believe, a high today of 65 and sunny. So it's going to be awesome. Don't have the gang along with us on this one, unfortunately. Everybody had prior obligations. No big deal, but I do miss my people. But Sarah and I are going to get up here. We're going to do some exploring, and we're going to have a good time. So without further ado, we're going to jump in the Subaru and start heading up the mountain. Get out of the road, Snick. Go. You don't get hit.
Here he goes.
Go on. Get. Go on, big boy. No, I threw him.
You threw him? Oh.
Anyways, onward.
To use both just to make it less weird.
Alright, so here we are, Roaring Plains, getting ready to enter the woods. There are a lot more people here than I was expecting. That's my beautiful Miss Sarah. I wasn't really expecting anybody to be here, but apparently this place has gotten pretty popular. But man, it's gorgeous up here. Maybe 60 to 65 and beautiful. Been excited for this one for a while. Do what?
Says I actually look at where I'm putting them. They don't get smelled. But then I'm not looking at them. So that's no fun. Such a darker, prettier color.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have the sun.
Stumbled across these lady slippers here on South Prong Trail. Cave. But it's nice and cool down there.
Mm-hmm. I feel it.
Oop. Yep. Alright, we're stopping by this campsite here before we hit the Hidden Passage Trail. This is where I'm hoping to get back around to tonight, but we're kind of playing it by ear. This is where the gang and I stayed on the Bear Rocks to Seneca Rocks hike. And it's one of the nicest campsites I think I've ever had the pleasure of. Nice little stream running through. I believe this is the headwaters of the south branch of Red Creek. Let's get across these rocks. And yeah, what a great campsite. Water source right there, shade trees, flat and grassy. Great fire ring with chairs. So yeah, getting ready to hit this hidden passage in a moment. Just had to help a few gentlemen find the hidden passage. I think they had walked past it a couple times, didn't quite spot it. But once you're on it, it's not hard to follow. Alright, so we are now officially on the hidden passage trail. The same gentleman kind of wrapped around and met us again, going the wrong way just a few moments after that last encounter. So tried to tell him to come back this way, and we left them some arrows at an intersection so they knew which way to go on this trail. So hopefully they see that. But yeah, this trail's a little tighter. Not really maintained by the Forest Service or anything. It's only maintained by people walking on it. So it might be a little bit slow going on this one. I keep moving the camera down because I'm trying to navigate mud and rocks. Sarah already dunked her foot one good time. I'm sure there'll be a few more. That's why we're here, isn't it? Found some beautiful bleeding hearts. Right here. This is the campsite I was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Incredible. Got fucking mayflies up here.
My brightness turned all the way down.
That'll
So
do
I
it.
couldn't see my screen.
This is North Fork Mountain right here. This long ridge in front of us. This is Smith Mountain right below us right here. That's where we hiked down the pipeline to. Spruce Knob back that way. Hey buddy. Awesome. Alright, we've come out to the end of the hidden passage to the pipeline, which offers some more good views. Look at this. Is that pretty or what? Same spot we came out on the Bear Rocks, the Seneca Rocks hike. We're actually going to hike down this pipeline down to that bottom in there. Where that bottom is down there, it's where the canyon rim trail starts. And you see where it looks like it kind of drops off the edge of the earth over there? Pretty much does. That's the edge of the Roaring Plains Plateau, and it drops down hard from there. It's a really good view down there though. Yeah, it's been a beautiful walk through the hidden passage. Our legs are a little scratched up. That's par for the course. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna, yeah, exfoliating for sure. But yeah, behind me, if we go up the pipeline, would take us to Forest Road 70. But we're not going that way. We will come back around that way, but that'll be later today. For now, let's start walking down this pipeline. That was up over the ankle.
That one after the waterfall?
Yep. Well, this is what it is. I figured they'd get wet coming down this pipeline. No question about it. Feet are nice and cooled off. Oh yeah, look at this one. I'm just gonna go for it. Fuck it. Fuck it. No, they probably missed that. I doubt they were aiming for that though. They're probably aiming for this pipeline. Alright, we're at the bottom of that little pipeline chute. You can see where we came up there. But we've gotten to the hidden passage trail. Here's the trail, the lower fork of the Jeep Trail or Hidden Passage Trail. And straight across from it, where that beautiful lady's standing. It's where the Canyon Rim Trail starts. So I've never been this far. I've been this far, but we kept on down the pipeline there. I've never been on the hidden, or the, bleh, words. Never been on the Canyon Rim Trail before. So I think it's a little less traveled than the Hidden Passage. But from what I understand, it's still pretty reasonably easy to follow. Canyon Rim Trail so far has not been very difficult to follow. I think it's been traveled more recently, so it's been beat down a bit better. I think we're coming out to a view here. Yeah, nice. Should be another big view when we come out to the point of this next rim of the canyon rim. Over there is the point where the pipeline goes down. We've kind of been wrapping around from there on around and over to where we are now. It's been very beautiful today. Alright, the trail has gotten very tight coming around this side of the canyon. This little USGS marker. We'll come to a nice little creek here. You can hear this one coming from the distance. A series of cascades. Oh man, this is beautiful. Giant poop?
Giant furry poop.
Looks like a big giant coyote poop.
Right on a rock. Not a place to poop.
Look for Karen's. I see Karen straight ahead. been a really cool trail so far. I would say bear left, yeah. Oh, that one moved.
Whoop, see that one? You don't expect the big ones to move.
I will not be destroying these cairns. These definitely serve a purpose.
Dang, that one wobbles.
Alright, so we've gotten to the point of the canyon rim trail. You're gonna have to jump to go there. Let's go right over there, is the easier way to get over. It's supposed to be an even better view than the last big view over on Hidden Passage, and we're about to find out. It's been one hell of a trail. Barely a trail at all. I was telling Sarah a minute ago, this trail's not really difficult to follow, it's just difficult to actually hike on, or hike through, as she said. Very dense, very thick, very rocky and rooty. Alright, let's see what we got. Look at that. That's Smith Mountain right there, right in front of us. There's Seneca Rocks right there. See it?
Oh dang, it is. I was looking farther than that. That's really close.
Beautiful. It's Mount Port Crayon is that one right there. Look down into the canyon, check that out. That's where Roaring Creek starts up there and cuts through this canyon down along the side of Smith Mountain there, eventually down into Seneca Creek. Man, it's fucking awesome. I think his view is better than the other one. Spruce Knob straight ahead. Alright, kind of right in the middle of the canyon rim trail here is a very nice campsite. We're not far past the point. A few tents past the point. And looks like he's got a view right there. Nice fire pit, stone chairs. Very remote and deep out here, so you're probably not going to get anybody else bothering you. But we're not quite done for the day, so we're going to keep going. I do think we've decided to not go all the way back around to that first campsite I showed y'all on South Prong Trail. I think we're going to stay back here a little deeper, and looks like there may be a nice site right where the TP trail intersects with this trail. So we'll get there and check that out and make a decision from there. And slow moving through this thick canyon rim trail. Several viewpoints along this. I know from looking at the maps that this is Haystack Knob, and that's called Green Knob. Not sure what this one here is. Port Crayon is over here behind the trees where you can't see. Anyway, that's just right alongside the trail here. Let's see Mount Port Crown now that we're around that bend. Anyway, a lot of views on this far end of the Canyon Rim Trail. Another spot where these cairns absolutely come in handy, because if y'all see a trail here, you let me know, because I don't see it.
I know, I'm like, now I'm desperately looking for cairns.
Alright, so we got to camp a minute ago back there where the teepee trail is, and I came off looking for water. And I think I found it down in this hole here, probably about 4 or 5 feet below the trail. It's there. I went a little farther to see if there's anything easier to access, but the trail kind of comes to a dead end right up here. Bunch of blowdowns. Very, very thick. It's definitely not passable. But anyway, down here, hopefully there's no rattlesnakes down here to compete with. But there is water. And it's flowing. You can see it back there bubbling. I'm glad I brought my handy dandy water scooper with me. This is definitely gonna be needed. So anyway, I'm gonna get this water and then get back to camp. See if I can give you a better idea on how to actually find this spring. In case anybody else needs it, you're gonna keep following the Canyon Rim Trail past that campsite. Past the teepee trail intersection, you're gonna get to this big giant flat rock. It's gonna want you to step over. Well, if you look down in this hole here, you see that's where I set my ass, and my ass got soaking wet. If you look back in here, that's where it is. It's very orange tannic water, but it is spring fed. I mean, it's all spring draining out of probably a meadow that's up there a ways. But anyway, that's where the water is. Alright, now back to camp. Alright, so I'm back at the campsite after getting the water. I figured I'd show off the campsite while it's still bright, daylight outside. I think it's only like 5 o'clock, so we still got like 3.5 hours of daylight left.
20 to 6 now.
20 till 6. But this is where the teepee trail intersects. This small little cairn right here indicates the intersection, but I can tell this is probably going to be there's a ribbon right there too. It's probably going to be a difficult one to follow. I've heard it is, but it's not very long. It's only like a half-mile long. So, and it looks like somebody left a little bit of some old smoky salted caramel liquor. Some of that sweet stuff.
Smells so good.
It does smell good, but I bet it tastes like straight sugar. We got the real deal over here. The Hillbilly Special. Good old cheap Evan Williams. The best of the worst. Anyway, we're going to relax a little bit and settle in. Alright, so we're getting good and settled in here at camp. Went and got a bunch of firewood. At least enough to keep a small fire going this evening. Got the tent set up. And even though I don't really want to tell on myself, I had to do some bushcrafting. I managed to leave our tent stakes at home. We went camping last weekend on my family property, and apparently left my stakes in the tent bags for those tents, so had to improvise and make some stakes myself. But it's doing a good job, so no worries. Just don't tell anybody. But yeah, getting ready to sit down and make some dinner. Take these hiking shoes off and put my camp shoes on, because I'm done with chores. It's time to relax. And we got a little bit of a view from just below camp. Just get a pretty good shot at Spruce Knob over there. We got, let's see if I can get a better view down here. We're in flip-flops, this isn't the best. Over there it's Haystack Knob and Green Knob. My finger's making everything unfocus. Port Crayon is right behind here. Looks like the sun will be getting back behind the ridge here pretty soon, which for us means it'll be getting dark. We still got a view down on the Smith Mountain and North Fork Mountain. Looks like Shenandoah Mountain way in the background there. It's the border with Virginia. Earlier today we could see all the way back to Shenandoah National Park, which is pretty cool. That's our home turf. A decent little view here at camp. That's right there.
Peek back at us. He's like, that ain't the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Alright, good morning folks. We are breaking camp here. It's a little late. I think it's getting on 11 o'clock in the morning. But we slept in because it was nice and cozy and warm in the tent this morning with the sun beating down on it. Felt like a greenhouse in there. It's beautiful. But slept real good last night. Feeling good this morning. We've got about 5 miles to do today. We did 7 yesterday to get back around to our vehicle. We're going to take the Forest Road 70 today, Roaring Plains Trail, and starting out here at the TP Trail. I feel like most people would have a hard time finding this trail because that's literally all that marks it is right there, and there's no obvious, super obvious footpath. There's a ribbon right there, I guess. That helps. Anyway, I've been using the GPS, the Gaia app out here, which has helped tremendously. So I definitely recommend probably downloading this area on there and bringing that with you if you're coming here for the first time. But anyway, it's a beautiful morning. Feeling good. Let's get going. Definitely very tight trail.
And there's no way I know. We could literally just be shoving around if these two bushes right
jeez.
I did as a kid, try and find a good hiding spot. Yeah. Some dusty stuff. Oh! Yep, that went all the way down to there.
Sweet.
Word.
Step in.
Just gonna move. Am I gonna land on it?
Sure hope so.
Am I gonna get the pole stuck? It moves a little bit. I'm trying to figure out which way we're supposed to be going here. Alright. Oh, other way probably would have been better. Didn't I say something about wanting to pole vault?
No, I don't recall that.
I did. I don't know why I did, but I did. Oh shit, I can't do that. That's on me. It's on my hair. Ah! Shut up. Well, there's one foot.
There's same foot.
Yeah. But I haven't slipped and fallen, so I'm good.
Better knock on that tree right there. Probably gonna get wet on this footstep. But no, I'm gonna straddle the trail. That's what I'm doing. Use my long legs to my advantage. Alright, finally getting off the TP trail. Very, very interesting trail. It's a whole adventure all in itself. We've gotten here to the Roaring Plains Trail. This goes farther out toward Boar's Nest and toward Mount Port Crayon. But we are heading back toward the pipeline this way. But the TP trail was pretty wild. Had a little bit of everything. Had extremely dense laurel thickets. It had soupy bogs. It had rock slopes. Even had to walk in a stream here the past tenth of a mile or so. But I definitely recommend having a GPS app of some sort with you on that trail, because there are other multiple trails that branch off of it that go in different directions. And
shin guards.
Yeah, and Sarah says you got to bring shin guards too. It's definitely pretty rough. That was about as thick as I think a trail as I've ever seen. Scratched up there, darling? Yeah. I'm pretty scratched up. But anyway, here on the Roaring Plains Trail, this is much more open and clear than what we've been used to for the past few miles.
It's a trail.
It's an actual trail, yeah. Alright, so we're reaching the end of the Roaring Plains Trail here. It comes back to the pipeline. Sarah and I have actually been here before. We brought our little boys here to wander around a little bit. We actually drove up to the end of the pipeline, or the end of the forest road, I guess, which is right over there. But yeah, Roaring Plains Trail is very easy to follow. Nice easy hiking compared to everything else we've done in the past past 24 hours. Alright, yeah, we're going to go right over here to Forest Road 70 and walk it down to 19. There's lots of these little water sources coming down the forest road, so there's definitely plenty of water along this part of the walk. Lots of little mini waterfalls like this. So no shortage of water sources on the forest road. There was a good campsite way back where the forest road first met the pipeline. But other than that, I don't believe there's any other campsites along this trail except for at the off the side trails that come off of it. Alright, so we've gotten to the South Prong Trail, which is the trail we started on yesterday. The original plan was to go up here and go back over to where that first real nice campsite is and then backtrack the same trail we hiked yesterday to get back to the vehicle. But I think we changed that. We're going to go ahead and stick on the forest road. That way it's all new scenery, all new trail. It takes us over to the next forest road just a couple tenths of a mile away from our vehicle. So it works as a good loop. Just came across this little garter snake here on the forest road. I didn't see it. Sarah saw it. Little fella. Doesn't seem to be in any particular hurry. You gonna encourage him off the trail?
Mm-hmm.
He got it. I didn't do it.
Go on.
It wasn't me, it was her. Quit teasing him.
I'm not trying to tease him. I'm trying to scoot him along.
I know. Anyway, we'll just leave him. He doesn't look very happy with us.
Not at all.
See you later, Mr. Snake Guy. You'll get hit. Alright, we've gotten here to the other gate where we meet up with Forest Road 19 right there. So we're done with Forest Road 70. We're just going to walk up Forest Road 19 for I think 2/10 of a mile and we'll be out of here. Alright, so we've come full circle here. This is where we got on at South Prong Trail yesterday. There's my Subaru parked there waiting. So mission accomplished. Yeah, man, I tell you, it's a beautiful, beautiful day out today. Somebody left a gallon bag over here. Trash. Oh, it's been beautiful today. Sunny, cool, nice breeze. Probably, I don't know, 65-ish or so. But yeah, we're excited to be back. We're going to get in the car and go get something to eat, probably down in Petersburg. Probably Cheetah Bees, our favorite spot. But that was a really cool hike. It was very rugged, felt very remote. It was definitely tough hiking for a lot of it. Very tight trail, rocky trail, muddy trail, but cool nonetheless. So I hope you had fun, sweetheart.
Definitely.
Cool. Alright guys, appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.